Alright, so on to match number 2. And once again on the draw. But this hand looks pretty decent. So turn 2 Hell Spark, and then I've got 8 damage worth of burn and the mana to do it. So far the Kelvin Megaliths haven't really come out to be all that great. But, you know, still testing stuff. Another blue deck, I'm down with that. And that. Come on, bring the pain! Hoping for a Grove of the Burned Willows, start comboing up Punishing Fire. Not my favorite picture of Brainstorm. Chain Lightning. Okay, so Hellspark still seems like the play. Okay, so he... I don't know if he was thinking or what. Possibly thinking about whether or not he wanted to daze it. Not sure. Third straight island. Okay, that's very interesting. I can just kind of wait and set up, I suppose. Not like setting up really means anything. It doesn't mean he can't cast any spell. Vidalcan Shackles. That's not going to help him all that much. All it's doing is just setting up my mana, I guess. Because he still can't cast anything that... Since he's Divine Tap. Okay. Can't cast instants or sorceries. Or a creature. If he casts a creature, then I can just kill the creature. Not exactly the deck I expected to face. Okay, so he's tapping the top, probably, yeah, for a land I was assuming. And another Chain Lightning. Okay, so the second, basically, he unlocks Energy Field. Then I've got a bunch of damage waiting in my hand. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Dealt to you. So redirecting to Jace seems like the best idea. So here's... Now the question is, what's he going to do? Draw 3? Okay, let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and kill Jace. And then unlock me. Alright! Goodbye, Energy Field. Him actually casting Jace and not bumping him up was probably the worst thing he could have done. Because now I'm completely unlocked. And he's at 17. My turn. I'm going to end this turn with a Punishing Fire, dropping him to 15. My turn is going to go Chain Lightning, Hell's Thunder. I'm thinking is going to be the play. Try to take advantage of his not having Energy Field out and not being untapped. So, oh, I'm stupid. I forgot to actually cast the Punishing Fire. Oh well. That's alright. Still going to go Hell's Thunder. Got kind of ahead of myself. Oh, okay, that's fine. You can Force of Will that. Echoing Truth. X equals 2. Funny. Now the question is, do I want to unearth Hellspark? Yeah, I think I'll unearth Hellspark. Take advantage of the fact that that's not active. And that requires 2. Okay. 13. It's a 10. Cast top. Probably can't cast another. Oh, it's counterbalance. Okay. So that means that I want to lead off with Chain Lightning. Is it 10? Okay, so yeah, I lead off with Chain Lightning. Okay, so that requires 2. 1, 2, okay. Yeah, lead off there. So that way he's gonna have to potentially use top. Well, he's gonna top that way first. And then if he does have a 1 on top, that's fine. It means that Punishing Fire and Flames of the Bloodhand are both unlocked. So I can end up hitting him for 6, which will drop him down to 4. So at that point I can start Megalithing and then Unearth Hellspark, or Hell's Thunder. Oh, tap, draw card. Good. That's exactly what I wanted him to do. So that gets revealed. That's fine. That gets countered. So let's go ahead and Punishing Fire, which doesn't do anything because the top card of his deck is a Sensei's Divining Top. So he takes 2. Yep. And then hit him for another 4, which makes it to where he has to have a way to deal. He has to leave up at least 2 mana for the rest of the game. Because if he doesn't, and he doesn't have a creature in play, of course, then... Oh, he had another Force of Will. Okay, that's fine too. And a second counterbalance. Okay, that's fine. So he's still at 7. With the Sensei's Divining Top is what he's drawing this turn. There's the top. I just have to keep him off of Vidalcan Shackles. Let's go ahead and put a stop on my upkeep. So that way I can Megalith him. And if I draw a land, I can still utilize Hell's Thunder. Okay, so he left up mana. So let's go ahead and hit him with that. Magma Jet. Okay, that's good. That'll be an end of turn thing. So that way I can untap and then Hell's Thunder him. There's another Jace. Another Jace. That kills him. I wonder if he... Well, almost kills him. Unless he blindly... Okay, wait. I'm going to respond to his Brainstorm. The thing is that, like, if he does Brainstorm, he has to guess that there's a 2. Is he targeting me or himself? He's targeting me. Okay, I'm down with that. Because I don't actually need whatever the card is. As long as the top part of his deck is not a 2, or that's not a third Force of Will. Fourth Force of Will? Third Force of Will. Then I've got it. That, and also, if Magma Jet actually resolves, then I get to... Okay, so he gets to shuffle his deck. He's shuffling... Okay. I should have responded to that. But oh well. Yeah, now he's going to probably have 2 on top of his deck. He doesn't! No. It's like, what was the top card of his deck? Okay, so at this point I can... Nah, I'm going to actually draw the Goblin Guide. See if he taps the top. He probably will. Oh, it was a Brainstorm. Alright, baby. Hell's Thunder. Who's laughing now? Wham! Okay. So in this matchup, what we want is Scald. Price of Progress is useless. Ancient Grudge isn't useless. He's got a bunch of different things. And Ricochet Trap. So, from here, the things that aren't useful. Not sure if Goblin Guide is something that Price of Progress is worthless. Flames are okay. It doesn't seem to be gaining much life. The 4 damage is nice, but I think Scald will end up doing more than that. Ricochet Trap is good that way. I might actually switch the Ricochet Traps for the Elemental Blasts. But for now, go with what I got. And then the question is, do I want the 3 Lava Spikes? Repeating sources of damage aren't necessary in this matchup because with Vidalcan Shackles, actually, he might even remove the Shackles because the only thing he could actually grab consistently is Goblin Guide. Other than that, the only thing you can do is grab one of these until end of turn. I suppose at that point it's a Fog. But the question is, do I want to remove Goblin Guide, Health, or Lava Spike. I think I'm going to go with the Goblin Guide. Don't really want to give him many more lands. Yeah, remove the 4 guides. Don't want him to draw extra lands, especially because he's playing Counterbalance top. So he'll be able to manipulate the top cards of his deck before drawing for Goblin Guide. Basically giving him the ability to draw with Goblin Guide, I should say. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so game 2. And waiting for him to decide to go first. And then drawing beautifully. If I can drop the turn 2 Scald, I think the game is over already. If not, the 2 Hell's Thunders are going to be really good. This gives me access to the Punishing Fire when that comes up. This will get me closer to Punishing Fire. It also gives me Bloodbraid Elf, given he gets to gain a life from it. But still. Okay, so Island Pass. I'm going to remove that. I'll stop on my turn. Whoops, said it wrong. Okay, so Mountain, Chain Lightning. Let's go ahead and Blue Elemental. Okay, good. He's already using stuff. Especially that, because that would have gotten rid of the Scald. Would have been very bad. Top, okay. Top is fine. Next turn's going to go Scald, and then I start dropping Thunder. Little Lightning, Little Thunder. Little Scald. Big money, no whammy. Another one. Damn. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. At least that isn't blowing up Hell's Thunders. Like, red is that popular out there? And another mountain. Let's go ahead and drop Hell's Thunder. Don't want to reveal the Grove of the Burn Wolves in my hand. Okay, so the more counters I get out of his hand now, the better. Because things like, even Jace doesn't really bother me all that much. He can Jace all he wants. For the most part, it doesn't really matter against my deck. Okay, cool. So we tap the top, which means that now it's the top card of his deck. Good! Any Force of Will. Removing another Force of Will! Wow, that's 4 counter spells down to 2 cards in hand that are not Sensei's Divining Top. One of them was a Polluted Delta. One of them's a Jace the Mind Sculptor. That what we're tapping for? Oh, he just over-tapped for the top. Okay, that's fine. So he's probably going to want to peek and then try to shuffle it away if it's bad. Bloodbraid Elf. Now let's go ahead and go with that. I'll give you 1 life, fine. The BBE, baby. Ancient Grudge. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. That's what it's going to do. He's peeking first. Then he still has to actually tap it. Okay. He didn't pop the Delta. Which means something decent was on top. But that's okay. Here comes the Bloodbraid Elf. And now I can flash back Ancient Grudge if he tries to draw. Now he's popping Polluted Delta. Probably Echoing Truth. I really hope it's Echoing Truth. Oh, Brainstorm. Okay, that's fine. Using up a bunch of resources. And 3 damage. Good, good. I like 3 damage. He still doesn't have much. Used a bunch of stuff. 2 mana, 3... Oh, okay, there's the top again. And a counterbalance. I'm okay with that. Okay, so here are my options. What I can end up doing is that I can go to Ancient Grudge at the top. He'll put it back on top of his deck. At that point, I can cast Hell's Thunder. Next turn, unearthing it. So, I think that's probably the play. I'll go ahead and give him another life. That's not that bad. So, he's going to top first. Okay. So, potentially, there's going to be a 2 on top of his deck. If there is, that's okay, because then the 2 isn't a 3. Or he's going to tap... tap the top, and he's going to have to tap the top to get rid of it anyway. So either way, that gets Sensei's Divining Top out of the way. I don't care if it... There we go. So it turned out there wasn't a 2 on top of his deck. So, which means that there's not another counterbalance in Echoing Truth if he kept those in. Or I can't really think of anything else that costs 2 in his deck. I wouldn't be surprised if Taco Chan was in his deck. Or Snapcaster Mage. For those that don't know. Okay. Wait. He revealed it? Like, yes, I know that there's a top on top of your deck. Thank you. There's a third Force of Will. I'm cool with that. That's less counter spells, which gives me open ability to use Magma Jets. He's down to 13. He's casting top. Oh, he's out of a hand. Down to 0, baby. Oh, that means that the next card was good. He drew it? Interesting. Looks like I don't really want to... Okay. Let's go ahead and start finding out what's going on. Because I know it's not a 2. Put on bottom. Ricochet Trap. Put on top. Alright. I know it's a 1, so I don't want to do that. Go ahead and hit him for 3. As I'm not even sure if I want the Ricochet Trap right now. Because... Okay. Yeah, I like him being stuck in this cycle. That's good. That's good. Trinket Mage. Okay. So I'm probably going to Magma Jet the Trinket Mage. Get him out of the way. Drop him to 5. Drop him to 1. If I put it so there's a land on top of my deck, then Chain Lightning will actually kill him? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So he's going to grab something with Trinket Mage. Top, obviously. Okay, he doesn't have any mana left. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that guy. I want to put a blind reveal of Force of Will. Okay. Oh, another Chain Lightning. I can drop him to 6 and kill him. Put a bottom, put on top. Okay. Because I know that there's a Force of Will on top of his deck. He doesn't have top in play. I wonder if he realizes he's dead. Actually, I can go Chain Lightning, activate, kill the Megaliths. Not that that really matters. But alright, here we go. Bam! He's at 5. Bam! Alright. And that's the match!